Hi, this is Sara Marks, the author of the 21st Century Austen series, the person who runs this YouTube channel. I'm trying something new this year, sharing some of my planning videos. Which one is this? This is my normal bullet journal. I've started going through the January. You can see I'm getting a little more decorative this year, so I set up a sort of landing page for the month, put some of my favorite stickers in, set some goals, and then I'm trying this new weekly spread with these stickers I got this past 2022 year from Simply Gilded. I don't usually use stickers like this, so this is a big shift for me, and I highly suspect I will stop doing this at some point. But they have these lovely stickers. These were purple with like geometric-y shapes and star stuff. So that's what inspired me. They also came with these little heart number stickers. All their sets come with these, so I thought I'd put the day of the week instead of writing the day of the week because I don't know why I think of these things. But you can see that I've already started filling it out. I am going a month at a time, like I've been seeing some other YouTube channels do that I like. And this way I have some structure. I don't have to use the future log as much. I can fill out each week, set it up, and then adjust as I go. I tend to ignore it in the middle of the week, which makes it a little harder for me to keep up with things. So having this out and having this decorated is a little more fun for me. I'm always going to be a paper planner person. I'm always going to be a bullet journaler, primarily because for me there's a kinesthetic process that helps me set things in my brain, things that I need to remember are happening or doing. Yes, they sit in my digital calendar, but they need to be written down on paper for me. You can see that I did leave myself a sticky note about an appointment that I have coming up. I think I don't even know what that is anymore. I can't even see it that closely. But I do that. If I haven't set up the week, I'll leave myself a sticky note. I have so many of these little half sticky note things that, and you can see some of my other stickers, including the tarot cards that were designed for the Enduring series, which is one of my fantasy series. So as I flip through things, now I'm trying to find a place for these beautiful ribbon stickers and some of these line stickers or the open boxes. I really never use stickers. So because it's not a pre-printed planner, it's me making this up as I go along and seeking inspiration. And I put one of the lovely ribbons on every page because I'm never going to get to the bottom of that weekly tasks column. But I set it up that way to avoid having to rewrite my task list, my like rapid thought task list that I set up every Monday. I know what I have to do at the beginning of the week when I set these up on Sunday. So for me to just like to have to rewrite it every time I turn a page or every day that I want to write in, it's exhausting. I don't have that kind of energy. I barely have enough energy to do the things on my list. But these little, it's not just numbers that were on these little hearts. There were symbols like weights for the gym and dollar signs for payday. So I put them in on the appropriate spots. And there were only a finite number and not always enough. I get paid twice a month. I only get one little dollar sign or two little dollar signs. And if it's a day when maybe Amazon pays me or some other vendor that I work with pays me, I've run out of little dollary things. The other thing I liked about the Simply Gilded monthly subscription box was that it came with these fantastic pens that I could buy refills for. So I have these beautiful, simple ballpoint pens, essentially, but the pen itself is gorgeous and I can just refill it with ink as we go. So I'll put in the tasks, the appointments, and things like that. And now I'm just going to stop talking for a moment while you watch me put these things in. So I sped that up for you because it's going to get boring to watch me write. This space is reserved for my January vision board, which I am making on the 7th. And then these are the places where I'm considering what I put in my writing newsletters, on my social media. I'm trying to get back into that. It might fade as an interest. Then I do monthly update videos for both channels, so I wanted to put content there. I have this list of 23 things I want to do in January. There's more than 23 there, but they're things I can accomplish this month. Small tasks like kiss Cedric every day. It's not that hard. He's very cute. He lets me kiss him all the time. And then there are notes that I've taken already, even though this was supposed to start use on January 1st. I had some end of the year appointments, and it made sense to bring this with me instead of my 2022 journal, mostly so that I could keep those notes and keep them handy. But also when I sit in appointments and I'm waiting, because you wait forever in appointments, I make notes to myself about things I want to do. Next we have my I totally got past that without seeing what the sticky note said, because the sticky note has changed already. But there are other smaller spreads I want to do. I'm doing the Joshi Cohen I don't know, is it an annual challenge? Is it a weekly challenge? It's a challenge for bullet journals that she's given her watchers, and I love her channel. I'll link it down below. But she's suggested we pick a word of the year, and I do this as a vision boarder, as a planner, as a goal setter, and a project manager. I tend to pick a theme, and this year the theme is renew. Now, I have absolutely zero calligraphy skills. I write in cursive because I'm a Gen Xer who had to learn cursive, so that's the only reason I use cursive. Also, it's fun. But my calligraphy skills are for shit. And my handwriting is half legible, half not legible. But my word for the year is renew. A lot of what I'm working towards this year is making sure that the things I have done in the past benefit from the things I have learned after I've done them. If you've ever done the Gallup Clifton Strengths program, you'll understand the words I start using now. I am a high learner and high input and high strategic and high intellection person. This means that I have a passion for learning, applying what I'm learning, teaching what I'm learning, solving problems with what I'm learning, and creating a strategy with what I've learned. And it's not the short-term strategies I can only do a year ahead, because I'm constantly changing as I learn new things, which means I learn a lot, but can't always apply it to things I've done in the past, and I very often wish I could. The beauty about self-publishing your books is that you can go back and fix things, and this is why I probably will never really seek traditional publishing beyond what I do for like short story anthologies. I don't want to submit a book to someone and then never be able to touch it again. I want to fix things. So for me, the year's theme is renew. I'm going back after editing Modern Persuasion last year. It really energized me. I read through Pride, Prejudice, and Pledging and realized there's so much I can do with that. And I'll talk about the problems with that book in another video, because you do deserve to know what it is like for an author to read their own past work and realize I can do better. It's hard enough for us to put down the manuscript when we're working on it and say, this has got to go out. But then when you learn you could have done something better or made it look nicer, and you are with a traditional publisher and cannot do that, that is just heart-wrenching, which is why I think so many authors hold on to their drafts till they're perfect. They're never going to be perfect. They're never going to please every reader. As much as I want you all to love my writing, no. So what I've decided to do is I put in a couple stickers. I'm sticking with this theme. There's so many stickers in this pack. I will not use them all this month. I will probably recycle them next year at this time to see what I can fill in. But they came with these empty block stickers that I thought I would write down what I'm renewing, what I'm editing, what I'm changing and fixing, and letting lessons of my life impact in some ways. So it is more than just the writing. There's the knitting, renewing my passion for knitting, not just the knitting of other people's projects, but creating my own projects. There's renewal in the sense of my health. Now that I am through this major surgery and trying to rebuild my energy, there's the recognition that um, that I might have not been the version of Sara I wanted to be before the surgery. That I always attributed to the pandemic, my loss of energy. It's very likely it was my health problems. And recognizing that motivates me to go back to try to become something like I was pre-pandemic, before, like I can be more than I was right before the surgery. I had a passion for travel rather than being exhausted by it. I was involved in the community rather than coming home and needing to crash because I was so tired and burnt out from the day. So a lot of this has to do with the I thought it was pandemic. It turned out it might be my health. So there's a lot of health renewal, um, getting not necessarily my weight, but my body to the body I want it to be. And I know what that is. I've been there. I want to get back to it. It's feeling comfortable in my skin, feeling comfortable in my clothes. And if you've seen me in public, you know I'm probably wearing the most obnoxious leggings possible. So I do want. This is my ongoing spreads, things that are going to be for all year. I took my little sprocket, printed some pictures of the people I love, put in my goals, put in my, which is why I'm looking at it, is to put it here. But the books I have only on my digital platforms. Audible, yes, there's like 10 books on my Audible account I haven't read. And yes, I call them reading when they're audiobooks because I am engaging. It is reading. But it's primarily Libby. I have an obsession with library books. I don't know why. It might be because I'm a librarian. But I have access to 5 different Libby interfaces through the state of Massachusetts, and I have books put aside on all of them. I don't know when one's going to be available on a specific account and not the others. So I keep them all there. Things you're learning about me through this planning process. So that's really what the renewal is this commitment to coming back to who I was, and not just who I was in the past, but who I am in my mind, who I want to be, who I want the world to see, because I know what I look like and I know what I want the world to see, and it's achievable. I just have to do the work. Next time, let me tell you, remind me in the comments if I don't do this, to tell you about the Lord of the Rings virtual race I've been doing to help me get back on my stationary bike that I bought during the pandemic thinking I'll do it. And I did. I did for a year. And then I thought it was the pandemic, but it might have been my health that made me stop. So I think I'm almost done with this. I'm going to pause speaking so that you can watch again. So here we are at the end. I've put all of this together. I put some cute little stickers. If you know me, you know I have a abundance of stickers, both my own design and other people's designs, and now, of course, these Simply Gilded ones. you can see I'm showing you the back where all of my stickers are, and the fact that I have so much room this year. Um, I I love stickers. If you ever want to make me love you, you will provide me with stickers. Um, that's just a it's just a tip. I have a weak spot for people with stickers and school supplies. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want more, like this video so that I know people like it. Subscribe so you get updated when there's more. And I'm going to try and do this once a month for the rom-com people. Uh, there'll be other ones if you follow the fantasy horror pen name channel. You'll see more. But I hope you enjoyed it, and tell me about your planner in the comments.